is Trans Visibility Day, so just a reminder to everybody who's new here, I was born intersex, and we're gonna get into it. I actually had a series years ago going through like coming out, because I had kept that a secret for a very, very long time, because the type of intersex that I am, on the outside you would not be able to tell. Like, even if you see me naked, you would not be able to tell, but I do have a set of testicles internally. It is wild to think about. I also like to, when guys are being like transphobic and rude and they're hitting on me, I like them to tell them to suck my nuts, and then when they say I don't have any, show them the scan that has my testicles in it. I am actually trans mask. I started trying to transition a couple years ago, but as a disabled veteran, I have a lot of medical issues. I am 100% with six service-connected disabilities, and that's just the ones that, like, the main ones. And my body rejected a lot of it. It also was because as a child, my parents made the choice that they wanted a girl. They wanted the first girl in the family, so they put me on hormones from a very, very young age. I was literally a child on hormones. I had to have a breast reduction in 6th grade because I already had massive, from the amount of estrogen just being forced into my body, because my body was naturally producing more testosterone than it was estrogen. I actually almost came out in the 6th grade, and then I saw how a open trans person was treated, and I went, nope. I'd even cut off all my hair and everything. My dad did. My dad was, when he was still alive, was Native. Not my biological father, to be clear, because sometimes people get that mixed up and think that I'm Native. And growing up on the reservation, that kind of stuff was very accepted there. So he grew up with a lot of acceptance. Him and several of my aunties always said that I was a boy as a child. And so whenever I actually came out, I came out to my mother with a sign that said, Dad was right. And I came out on the year anniversary of his passing. I have had a lot of people ask why I stopped cutting my hair, and that was actually initially, I had gotten like the perfect face shape that like made my face look masculine and everything, and then I wanted to donate it to a trans woman I know who is having issues like growing hair, and she was going to make a wig out of it, which I'm still planning on doing, but I have delayed cutting it. Like, I'm going to get it a little bit longer, and I will not be doing the full high top again, just for safety reasons, because I live in Texas, and there's a lot of hate crimes that have been happening, even towards just lesbians with short haircuts. There's the assumption. Also, once again, I was raised by a Native man who never cut his hair. I don't understand the whole, like, my dad, whenever people would like bring up the whole his long hair thing, that man would literally just like plop his card right there on his head, as like his Native card right there, and be like, yeah, so this is why I'm not cutting my hair. Also, Jason Momoa, you're gonna look me in the face, tell me Jason Momoa is not a man because he has long hair? Really? My body, like I said, struggled a lot with the transition. I am on testosterone. If you've heard my old, if you go back, like way back from my old videos, you can hear the sound difference. Even though it doesn't sound too much different in this, it doesn't sound super masculine, but compared to the super high-pitched shit I had before, there's a difference. It's just my body can't go much farther than that. I have a lot of people, because I do not pass, assume that I am a woman. They don't see the he, him in my bio. Sorry, the he, him in my bio. And that doesn't bother me. A lot of people I know get super offended if a stranger misgenders them. I will never be offended that a stranger misgendered me, because I know I don't pass. And also, it's a stranger. It's different. It's a whole different thing if somebody that knows you purposely misgenders you. That's a whole different thing. Purposeful and accidental are different. A few months after coming out, I actually got to speak to the House of Representatives related to trans rights. I was live on here whenever that happened. People got to see. I have the pictures still of me in my suit and everything, because I am really good with statistics, and so I wasn't like the main person or anything like that, but I did get to go with and speak, and wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of like political people. They are very rude, as some of you got to see. I literally had a representative who kept being like, next, we're talking to the next thing. No, we're not talking about that anymore, just because I was stating like real medical statistical facts. But I also don't believe in the whole, like I said, throwing a fit over a stranger misgendering you. It's one thing to correct them, or like I said, just let it. I'm not gonna be bothered by the random cashier at Walmart that doesn't know, because I'm never gonna see that woman again. She has no effect on my life. I mean, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing to constantly be misgendered, but also, like, they're complete strangers. They're complete strangers, and it looks bad to have such a severe overreaction too. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like being misgendered, but I'm not gonna like flip my shit and threaten somebody and go live and go crazy on them because they called me girl in the comments because I don't pass. Like, dude, it is not that serious. Like I said, it is a whole nother world if somebody purposely does it, somebody that knows it. I've even had another trans person who has a video up right now purposely dead naming me just because they don't like me. That is a whole nother situation though. That's purposeful. That's disrespectful. Ironically, that person's also posted like 3 videos complaining about how people misgender him all the time and like, why does nobody misgender? But you do it to other trans people and dead name them and dox them and everything else. So like, dude, pick a side. And in conclusion, happy Trans Visibility Day.